Have you ever just walked into a room and felt awkward and self-conscious of your movements, and you wish you could just carry yourself with confidence and a sense of ease? Or maybe you're like so many of the women that I've worked with who have felt uncomfortable in their sensuality, questioning whether you're enough, and having this internal chatter that is constantly making you shrink away from embracing that side of yourself. And while others seem to be so comfortable in their skin, you just feel silly, like you're missing some crucial manual that everyone else seemed to have received. So what happens if nothing changes? The longer you wait, the more this problem becomes ingrained in a part of yourself. It does not get better with time. Months from now, you'll still be holding back. You'll still be shrinking away from making connections with people the way you want to connect with them. You won't feel the freedom of being able to fully express yourself, and you won't know what it's like to be someone who's confident. You'll continue to be frustrated with your body, feeling stiff and awkward in your movement, which won't make you feel sexy or empowered, but instead serves as a reminder that you're not enough. There is an easy way to change this, but it starts with you deciding that this is not the future that you want. Confidence and sexiness are not things that you fake it till you make it. They are things that naturally emerge when you feel connected and at home in your body. And I'm here to show you how. If you don't know me, my name is Mimi, and for the last 10 years, I've coached hundreds of women just like you who have felt disconnected from their bodies rediscover the magic of their sensuality. I created my program Unveiled and started to bring this to the online world after I saw just how powerful sensuality and a connection with your body can be. When you feel safe in your body, you move through the world differently. You speak differently, you exist differently. In the years that I've been teaching this, I've seen amazing transformations, like my client Raina, who used to be paralyzed by fear every time someone would say hi, and who now just confidently goes and greets everyone that she meets. Or like Faye, who used to feel so uncomfortable trying to be sexy, now getting comments from people about the natural femininity that she just exudes. Unveiled is an immersive coaching program to help you feel at home in your body and sensuality so that you can unlock the confidence you've been craving. I have a 3-step process to get you there. The first step is create a new pathway to the woman that you know you're meant to be. Maybe you're like me, where you had a past relationship make you shrink and lose yourself. Or maybe life just happened and you started to shrink away into your shell. Whatever it is, you just don't feel like your full self. And so we will use neuroscience-backed strategies to help you go from self-doubt to confidence so that you can own your presence. And the second step is feeling in tune with your body so that you can express your sensuality with confidence and ease. Culture, society, and all these different things that we're taught have disconnected us from our bodies, leaving us very uncomfortable in our sensuality and giving us a rigidity in the way that we carry ourselves. Like our body needs to be this protective armor now. I'll show you my proven sensual movement techniques that I've refined over a decade to help you get out of your head and feel more at ease in your body. And the third step is own your energy and walk into any room like you belong. The fear of being seen, judged, and rejected has caused us to hold back and change our energy, which prevents us from connecting with people authentically or even just to show up as we truly are. In this step, you'll learn my signature methodology to cultivate your presence. By the end, you'll have a clear step-by-step framework that you can apply long after the program is over so that you can continue your growth for the rest of your life. Imagine this. You could walk into any room and truly own your presence. No more overthinking, shrinking, or awkwardness. Instead, you'll be able to move with confidence and a sense of ease. You'll be able to express your sensuality authentically and effortlessly. No more fear, no more judgment. You could be like Emily, who used to be terrified to be seen in her body moving in any way that was sensual. She would always hold back and was afraid to take up space, and she never felt comfortable enough to make eye contact. Now, she's connected with her sensuality in a way that she never thought was possible. She's so comfortable with herself and in her body that making eye contact and showing up authentically is no longer this thing that just seems so impossible. But most of all, she adores who she has become, and she can see that her growth is truly limitless. Or you could be like Venus, who used to feel very disconnected from her body and from the music when she was dancing, and who always look at other people and be like, how do they do that? I can copy their moves, but I can't copy their feeling, and the flow. So she came to Unveiled thinking that she was just going to be able to improve her dancing, but instead she found something much more profound. She realized that her problem was not that she needed more practice and more experience, but it was in the relationship she had with her body and with herself. She realized just how much she was holding back, not just in expressing herself, but in allowing herself to fully live. Through Unveiled, she went from holding back because of fear and anxiety to having the courage to live like she wants to live. Or you could be like Krista, who could never fully express herself. It felt like she was just going through the motions, and she knew something was missing, but she just didn't know what. Now, she feels the freedom of being able to connect with the movement and the music, and she's been able to experience what it feels like to honestly and fully express herself. Or you could be like Peaches, who was always very self-conscious about how rigid and stiff her body was, and she felt like she just needed to be more flexible. She was very in touch with her sexuality, but didn't have a sense of her sensuality. Through Unveiled, she realized she doesn't need a whole flexibility program to have that fluidity and flow in the way she carries herself. She just needed to feel more connected with her body and her sensuality. Now, she finally feels free in her body, and it shows in her movement and the way she carries herself. And the best part? She didn't have to go through a whole flexibility program to get there. Now, I could keep going, but I know you're probably wondering a few things. If you're worried that you won't be able to make some of the live sessions in this program, don't worry. This program will be structured so that you can still get individualized feedback and help, even without joining the lives. I'll also have live practice sessions scheduled across all the time zones so that you'll always have a time that works for you. If you're worried about accountability and completing this program, don't worry. You'll be joining a community of people to keep each other accountable and to make this enjoyable. One of my favorite things about this program is the community because I've seen friendships develop across the world. This will be your tribe. And don't worry, I know how it is with online programs and how easy it is to just drop off and not complete it. So I've placed a lot of accountability structures into this to make sure that you stay engaged and on track. And if you're thinking you need to be more skilled, have more practice, or more experience to be able to do this program, or even to get a lot out of this program, I just want you to know that this is not about being a good dancer. This is about helping you live the life you want to live. You'll be following a framework that works whether you're super advanced or whether you've never taken a dance class in your life. The things in Unveiled are invaluable. These things have changed my life, and I know that they'll change yours too. We only have one life to live, and that's priceless. My goal is to help you become the version of yourself that your past self wouldn't even recognize, in the best way. By the end, you'll feel like that part of you underneath has finally become unveiled. I'll see you there.